Hello, my name is Ren. I am here doing neurostim, and today is my second session, first official.
What are you hoping to get out of your time at Bhakti?
A lot mentally, day to day, my brain's kind of everywhere, anxiety, PTSD, ADHD. Doing these, like the neurostim, it really, from my experience, it has helped me kind of blank that stuff out. My brain's always thinking a million miles per hour all over the place, and the neuro has kind of calmed that. During my sessions and post sessions, I've realized, I've only done 2 sessions now, so hopefully by the end of my weeks or 40 sessions that I can permanently be there. So hopefully I can get to that rate where I'm at mentally, physically, during and after my neurostim sessions to be there fully.
What did it actually feel like?
At first, it's a little nervous. I was a little nervous. I'm already a hypochondriac kind of, so putting the thing on your head and all the electric gadgets and tech wires is kind of weird. It's not weird necessarily, but it's just kind of different, as you would say. But once you build up that tolerance to it, and once you get used to it, it's amazing. Your brain kind of will just blank out the things that you have going on, stress, anxiety, ADHD. It just kind of puts that to the side, and I'm getting my ADHD as we think about it right now. And afterwards, you kind of come at ease.
How do you feel after this session?
I feel calm in a sense, where like if I was sitting here naturally, usually I would be kind of like moving my feet, tapping around, but I do feel like I'm at ease in a way. And I feel that if, like right now I'm speaking to you, I'm on this video, usually I would kind of, like how I normally am, I kind of would have my thoughts all over the place. But now I'm only focused on speaking to you, speaking to the camera, if that makes sense. So my brain is kind of focused on that, if that makes sense. But at the same time, I will say that I am having kind of trouble coming up with my thoughts, but I think that's the point of this, is kind of to where it's kind of like make it so you don't think all over the place, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm all over the place with it, but my brain is just kind of recovering from it a little bit, like calming down from it.
How did you feel after last session?
After last session, I felt relaxed. I feel always calm after it. I did take a nap afterwards. It made me tired. So I just feel calm. I feel a little bit kind of just relaxed, tired, but not necessarily a bad thing. But I feel like I'm still new to it. Like I still need to learn what else it has to offer, if that makes sense.
Are you looking forward to anything?
I'm looking forward to learning what I can get in the future from this. Meaning the more sessions I do, what else will I experience? I think is kind of helping me, I don't know, it's kind of helping me just relax a little bit more. But at the same time, like I'm trying to speak right now and my brain can't fully come up with the thoughts, if that makes sense. So day to day, I'm kind of thinking all over the place. My brain's thinking a million miles per hour usually. But right now I'm kind of just focused on this.
How have you been feeling?
Good. Just ended our session with the neurostim and 45 minutes of it. And I feel very relaxed currently. Very good.
What about after last session?
Usually like if I'm sitting down, like moving around, jittery. And also I feel like it's helped me in the last couple of days with my how would you put it? Like communication. Like I'm focused a little bit more. If someone's speaking to me, I can kind of focus on them a little better. And I feel like it has slowed me down a little bit, which I need. I feel like I'm all over the place usually. Like even right now speaking, I'm like slow down. So I believe it's kind of had me at a more mellow state. Hello. This week it's been about like 5 days maybe or so since my last session with neurostim. But since then, the last week, I just have felt very, like if I'm speaking to someone, I feel like I'm not losing focus. So I do feel a lot more focused. Like I feel as if someone's talking to me. And I said this last week too, that I'm just intact the whole time with the conversation, not really losing it, if that makes sense. So I'm able to communicate a little bit better currently. My anxiety levels are pretty mellow. I haven't really been stressing too much about things, but obviously, it's like that's part of me, so it's always a thing, but it's mellowed out for sure. Since last session on Monday, I'm doing good, as in kind of focus wise. Like I'm feeling a little bit more focused. My sleep's doing a little better. Still, waking up, whatever, but I was just recently sick, so I think that has something to do with it. As in the sessions though, now I'm doing what was it? It'd be the neurofeedback. The first session, I was like pretty exhausted. So now before my sessions, I've been having like a little bit of coffee because during the session, I mean, you really are working on your brain, and that personally helps me to stay awake, and focused. So today I think I'm going to do that again. But I'm excited. I'm excited to try it again and see how I feel today.
How have the neurofeedback sessions been going?
Neurofeedback's been doing really well. Initially, the first couple sessions, I was pretty, I would say, like, your brain just kind of gets like exhausted, kind of like a workout, just staring and trying to focus on keeping everything leveled, and staying focused is just like a strain on your brain a little bit. But after you build up those endurance that I have after, 3, 4, 5 sessions, now I'm able to kind of sit here and just relax. And if I'm losing focus during the neurofeedback session, I kind of calm down and just focus back in. But overall, I think it's helping with staying focused and maintaining your composure, just staying in the zone.
It's around 20 or so in. I'm just throughout now, we're kind of extending the times of the flights that I'm doing and the neurofeedback, meaning at first my sessions were like 20, 25 minutes. Now we're doing about 35 minutes. From the beginning to now, I would get frustrated a little bit at first because you're trying to control and breathe and focus on the neurofeedback doing its thing. But now, if it is messing up, if it's bothering me, I kind of just let it do its thing. I just breathe through it and coast on through it. I think that's kind of is teaching you in a way of life, maybe like when things aren't always going your way or trying to figure something out, or you're in a situation, just take your deep breath and figure out maybe this is the way it works. I'm still learning. The neurofeedback, I think it does truly help you in real life situations, real life scenario, different ways of using your brain, different ways of conversating. Even myself right now, even doing this video, I'm able to kind of just think about on the top of my head, just my experiences and how it's going for me, my life, and how I'm using it. And I think it's benefiting me for sure. And I'm excited to see where I'm at, let's say 10 sessions from now and then at the end. But yeah, I'm excited. I'd say overall positive. So we're a little over halfway now with the neurofeedback sessions. I'm trying to implement how and I'm using the neurofeedback outside of actual sessions, if that makes sense, and the benefits of what I'm getting out of the neurofeedback. And I would say a lot. I honestly am kind of like, I don't want this to end. I'm noticing myself while I'm driving late at night, I might be tired, and I just kind of remind myself, or I can catch myself a little bit more focused than I usually would be. Meaning I'm not, usually you're driving, you just doze off, think about life or whatever. Rather than that, I'm used to doing the neurofeedback where you're focusing on your plane, and you have to focus on it going through your hoops and hitting you with these moments where, it's getting off balance and you have to really lock in and focus. Those situations kind of implement in life. Where I'm getting in situations where I'm kind of bringing the neurofeedback in real life, if that makes sense. During the sessions, it's a big focus thing because you're attached to a lot of devices, and you have a plane that's going, and you're breathing and everything. Your focus is all in control with keeping it stable. And so that's a lot of mental and thinking, right? But at the same time, that's helping you in situations when you do get anxiety, where you can kind of talk yourself out of it. You can talk yourself out of it, not kind of. You can talk yourself out of it, where you can focus and say, hey, you have anxiety, this is going on, but really nothing bad is going to happen, if that makes sense. And that's kind of where I'm at my situations. I've had like panic attacks in the past, and during the neurofeedback kind of makes me lock in moment where you think, and you got to open up your brain and, all right, like, okay, I'm in this situation. This is going on. What's really the main factor? What's really causing the anxiety? And figure that out and kind of just ease it out of it. The breathing, the focusing, it's all added in, And like I said, it's helping with ADHD for me. It's helping with anxiety, breathing techniques, focus. All of this is added in with the neurofeedback. And it takes me a minute to think about it for a second of how it is implementing. But so yes, the anxiety part of the neurofeedback, the focusing, it's 100% helping when you are in real life situation, or if you are having anxiety. Percent. Yeah, it's helping. Hey guys, we're roughly about 70% through the sessions of the neurofeedback. I'm seeing so much benefits in my day-to-day daily life, as in like staying on task and staying more focused, conversating. I'm just thinking on the spot, even with this video, just coming with my thoughts on how I'm feeling, the benefits that the neurofeedback is giving me. Overall, I'm satisfied, and my anxiety is still fluctuates. It's still there, but I think it for sure has benefit with neurofeedback. I would say the PTSD, the flashbacks, things like that in my life, they're still there, but like I'm learning to cope with things a little bit better with the neurofeedback in ways to keep myself calm and telling myself, what's the best way to put it? Talking myself through things. I would say neurofeedback for sure benefits you with that. We're at 70% of the way, and I guess I'll give you guys the answers here once we get closer to the end, but so far still really good. I want to keep going, and nothing but benefits. We have probably like a month left of sessions of neurofeedback. Back to within the last week though, my sleep is getting better. I'm getting more on a consistent schedule. I was just telling in my last therapy appointment, not neurofeedback, was I want to continue because I feel that I could benefit from more, even if that makes sense. So I've done 40 sessions at the end. I want to keep doing it. Some days you may be more energetic. You may be more locked in, as you say. But I would say overall, you have to remind yourself. It's kind of like being in a lecture in a class. Your professor, your teacher speaking to you. You need, as for me at least, with how I am, my ADHD, I have to tell myself, keep listening, keep focusing. And neurofeedback's that same way, meaning say you're in class, you have a professor giving a lecture, you're learning, you're taking it in, but you have to consistently, whether that's read your professor's lips, staying focused, telling yourself. And I feel neurofeedback and that kind of goes hand in hand. But overall, I feel that I'm not able in the moment explain the benefits that I am getting. It's pretty crazy. It's doing well. So I'm excited to see where I'm at next month when I am towards the end of my 40 sessions, and we'll keep going. What I've been doing with my neurofeedback is I've been implementing the app, which is called Resonant Breathing, I believe. Mm-hmm. And it's a breathing app basically that is giving you your timings. Mine is 50-50, so it's 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. During your neurofeedback and focusing on the breathing, really personally me, it puts me in like an insane calm state. And that's where I go back to where you're breathing, your focus, it's relaxed. You hear the sounds of the neurofeedback of the air, the wind, all of those things combine, and then you're focusing. It's a calming, but also like a focusing game in a way, or game, or whatever you want to, mind workout that you want to put it. But I believe truly focusing on your breathing really does help. If you're in a situation where you have anxiety, you need to calm yourself down, focusing on those breathing 5 in, 5 out. Truly, it does help, and I think that's huge. So I just wanted to bring that to the table, and implementing those in life with neurofeedback has been a big.
Have you noticed any changes in terms of stress, anxiety, PTSD, anything like that?
Oh, I mean, as the benefits from neurofeedback, 100%. Like I say in all these other sessions, neurofeedback is kind of like going to the gym, but for your brain. With neurofeedback, doing neurofeedback, you're able to training your brain, working on your brain, you're able to calm yourself down. And then when we're talking about neurofeedback for ADHD, conversating, brain thinking, all of those things that I would say me personally, ADHD that I have pretty crazy. I'm thinking all over the place, but I think with neurofeedback, you're able to kind of lay everything out and get it, if that makes sense. But yeah, overall, we're in February now, so I'm coming towards my last end of sessions, but I think that 100% that I want to keep going to neurofeedback and doing neurofeedback after my sessions, my 40 sessions that I have done. Again, I mean, I think that yes, 100% I'm benefiting a lot from neurofeedback, but I want to keep continuing 100%. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And what about HRV breathing? Have you been doing that outside of sessions and noticed effects from that?
100%. I will say when I'm in a stressful situation or I'm getting anxiety or feel like something's going bad or I'm having that bad, feeling, that bad gut feeling, I will do, my 5 and 5, breathe in 5 and then breathe out 5. But when I am in situations, 100%, I go back towards my breathing techniques and it calms me. I will say for sure, going to sleep during neurofeedback when I am focusing my breathing, it puts me in like a very calm state where sometimes even with neurofeedback, it fights me. I have to fight it because I'm breathing, but it's making me calm. It's making me tired because I'm getting calm by doing my breathing technique. So it's a good thing, 100%. Guys, it's Renan here. And we are finishing up now our last session with neurofeedback. It's a total of 40 sessions. From the beginning, neurofeedback, I didn't know what to expect. It was just kind of put this on your brain, watch this plane fly, and kind of get hit with random frustration here and there just by the neurofeedback because you're having to think really hard, kind of like a math problem or focusing in a classroom. Anyways, overall, the neurofeedback's been amazing. I'm honestly upset that we're ending here, and I really hope that I can continue with neurofeedback in my life. The benefits that I've gotten from it, I mean, anywhere from conversating to helping me with my ADHD, helping me with my anxiety, my PTSD, always hypervigilance, helping with my breathing. Neurofeedback kind of helps you regulate that brain a little bit, kind of help you think about the situations more. Same with conversating. Like if you're speaking to someone during the neurofeedback, your brain, so conversating with someone, you're going to be thinking about other things that may be able to bring into the conversation or already head to the game. I don't know. It's like neurofeedback's almost like a cheat code sometimes. For the anxiety, though, I mean, it's crazy. Like you might have a panic attack or you might have a stressful day or you might have anxiety and you kind of go back to your thinking about neurofeedback, thinking about, hey, this isn't much and you may have to do some deep breaths and working on your breathing control and all of that just all combined with the neurofeedback is just crazy. Overall, I mean, I think everyone should do it. They could all benefit from it in life, but it's sad to see it being done. But like I said, I can continue. I hope to become an alumni with the neurofeedback. So that's my goal here. But overall, I'm really happy and I'm thankful for the opportunity that I had.